Yeah, I'm with a company called Lake Michigan Wind and Sun. We're based out of Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. And we're a design build engineering firm that deals strictly with renewable energy, meaning the systems we deal with are solar electric, solar thermal for hot water and space heating, and wind energy systems. Whether it's commercial or residential, we do an awful lot of work with both types of wind systems. Let's see.
What is the most I'll say the easiest way for someone to start to convert their home over? What's like the best first step?
Well, the best first step has nothing to do with renewable energy. It deals primarily with energy efficiency and energy conservation. Long before you consider, this great technology that we represent, you think about, well, how do I increase the efficiency of my house so that I don't use this energy? Because if you don't use energy, you don't have to produce it. Renewable energy systems are quite expensive, as are a lot of other technologies. So again, step number one is look seriously at your use, increase your efficiency so that you don't have to produce the energy to begin with. And then the first step after that is always look at, the most effective use of your money is usually hot water heating, domestic hot water heating, because the money you spend on that system produces a lot more energy per dollar than, let's say, solar electric and wind energy systems. After solar hot water, domestic hot water production, then you look at, you evaluate solar electric and possibly wind. Wind, what we have to remember about wind turbines are that they are machines and they certainly need maintenance. Solar panels, you plug them in, no moving parts. Manufacturer's warranties up to 25 years. Rock solid technology, very simple, and quite reliable.
In terms of cost of a water heating system, there's the unit itself, and then there's the installation. Correct?
Correct. There's several components to a hot water system. The primary component that everybody sees from the outside would be the collector itself. And as you can see in the background, we've got a flat plate collector, which is what most people think of when they used to think of anyway when they see solar thermal conditions. Very simple. Collects energy from the sun. Then we have evacuated heat pipes over here, very high tech and very efficient, designed for cold, cloudy climates to produce your hot water needs. But so that's the collector, and then you've got typically you have a preheat tank and a pump and a controller, and away you go. So from an installation aspect, installation, by the way, on solar electric and solar thermal systems is a pretty small part of the overall project. The expense is primarily in the equipment. Solar hot water system, you could easily spend $5-6 grand on equipment, and $2 to $3 grand on a typical installation. Of course, every installation is different, requiring more pipe means more money, right?
Yeah.
If you have to live 2 weeks in somebody's attic and crawl space to run pipes, then of course it's going to be more expensive. Same with solar electric. The bulk of the cost, over half the cost, is typically in the solar panels themselves.
Let's talk about this panel right here. It says, then reading the sign, and it says 125 watt panel, solar polycrystalline PV, and the one next to it says thin film 64 watt panel. What's the difference between these two panels?
It's basically the technology. Crystalline, polycrystalline, it's made out of silicone crystals, and this technology is thin film. It's actually a stainless steel laminate that's sprayed with material to give you that thin film. The thin film comes in a wide variety of forms, and for example, this is a panel that comes up to 24 feet long that you could glue directly to your roof if you have a standing seam steel roof. So it would be what we consider building integrated. you can walk on that. You can glue it on your sailboat. You can shoot holes in it, and it still works. Whereas crystalline panels, once you break them and break all the connections, it's
done.
It's done. But they are still quite durable.